Hello everyone and welcome. Hope you're all well. Today we're moving on to a new sensor. It's the Bme680 sensor. We're going to be using I2C to communicate with this sensor. It's a sensor that measures humidity, temperature and pressure, but also VOCs, volatile organic chemicals, such things as carbon dioxide and other chemicals in the air. And it can tell you how clean the air is in your house. It's used in the house mainly, but you can put one outside. You make one, make a little box for it. So that's what we're going to be looking at. Now, if you haven't got this sensor or any other sensors that you require, I have got some links below. All right, just click on them and you'll be able to see and get the components that you need. Oh, well, let's have a look at this sensor. Hopefully you can see the sensor. It's a 6-pin sensor, but because we're using I2C, we only need 4. All right, we only need 4. Hopefully you can see it's quite a small little sensor. You can see by the size of my pencil. And let's look at the schematic so you can have a look. There's the schematic. The first one we got is from the left. We're going to go from the left. VCC, power, 3.3 volts. Then we got ground. Goes to ground. And then we got the yellow cable, all right, which is SCL. SCL, clock, stands for clock, goes to a pin 22. And then we got the data pin, all right, SDA, and that goes to pin 21. All right, simple little circuit. We don't use the other two. The other two are used for SPI, if we use SPI communications, but we're using I2C. Okie doke. So let's go over to our Arduino. All right, and let's start off. Right, file, new sketch. All right, so open a new sketch. And then we got, make sure we're connected to our board. I'm on my dev module, COM5. Right, now the first thing we need to do is install some libraries. Now there are different ones of these sensors, but I say today, because the 680 got this VOC sensor. So let's go to our library manager. Remember, that's how we turn it on and off. And in here, we want to put BME. Right. Come down until you come to Adafruit Bme680 library. All right, and you need to install that library. That's the first one. The next one, we have installed this before, but just in case you haven't seen that tutorial or project, it's the unified sensor. All right, the unified sensor. If we come down, you need the Adafruit. Where are we? Where are we? The Adafruit. The Adafruit unified sensor by Adafruit. Right, and you need to add that. Now there are 2 more sensors that we need to get. I've left the links below. We can't do them through the library manager. You have to download them. Right, and what I've done, it's the async TCP and the ESP async web server, and I've put them in my downloads folder, right? Them two here, right? Just leave them there, And let's go back to Arduino. All right, and the way we install them, sketch, include library, add zip library, go to downloads and click on the one you want to install. So click on that and then click open. I've already installed mine, and that will install the library. And you need that to do that for both the Async TCP and the ESP Async Web Server Master. All right. So far, so good. Now, there is a lot of coding to do. So what we're going to do is crack on. This will be a 2-video experiment because there's no way we are going to be able to do all of the sketch in one video. All right. So it's hashtag include. We've got to include our libraries. Yeah. Less than. And the first one is wire.h greater than. All right. So that's our first library. Hashtag include space less than. And it's SPI.h and greater than. Enter. Hashtag include space less than. And our next one is the Adafruit underscore sensor. That's less than fruit underscore sensor dot h greater than. Right. Just making sure that's correct. And then it's hashtag include space less than. I've got 2 less thans there. That. Okay. And it's this time, it's not less than, it's quotes. All right. Adafruit underscore Bme capitals 680 .h. Right, come outside the quotes, enter. Next one we want is Wi-Fi. So it's hashtag include space less than, and it's Wi-Fi .h. Yeah. Oh, that's a capital F. Sorry about that. .h greater than, enter. And then it's our ESP async web server. Okay. Tag include space less than ESP capitals async capital W web server capital S on the server dot H greater than. Right. Now we've got to do our network. I just need to get my network credentials out. Oh. Bear with me. Got them. All right, so network credentials. And it's const char star space SSID equals quotes DP pioneers. Make sure this is your own credentials, all right? And 97E Okay. Come outside the quotes. Semicolon this time. Enter. Const. Star. Star. Password. Equals. Quotes. And my password. Come outside the quotes. Semicolon. Enter. All right. Now we need the this because we're using I2C. All right. So it's Adafruit underscore Bme680 semicolons. All right. Move that out of the way. Okay, space. Shall we move down a bit? Not yet. Okay, float. Temperature. Okay, because we want it to float, we want it to be point so and so, point so and so. Okay, float. Humidity. Semicolon, enter. Float. Pressure. Semicolons, enter. And then our last one, because we want the gas, so it's float. And it's gas resistance, capital R on the resistance. Semicolons, enter. Enter. Come down a bit. And now we need to set up our port, our sync web server, and our events. Okay. So async web, capital W, S server, space, and we're going to call it server. We want that on port 80. Okay, semicolon, enter. Next, we want async event source. Capital E on the event. Async event source, capital S. Okay. And we're going to name that events. Brackets on, quotes, / events. Come outside the quotes, come outside the brackets, semicolon, enter. Right. Bear with me. Right. Couple of spaces. Come down a bit. What I'm going to do in the loop, got a couple of spaces. There we go. Gives us a bit more we can see. Right. Now we need to set up a timer, all right, to send the readings. So it'll be sending from the sensor to the HTML page every, we'll make it 30 seconds, I think. So unsigned, long, space, and it's a last time, capital T on the time, space equals space 0, semicolon, enter. And then unsigned long, space is, we're going to call it timer delay. Capital D on the delay. And as I said, equals, we want the readings going every 30 seconds. So it's 30,000. Okay. Because remember, it's milliseconds. Okay. Enter. Right. Now we've got a void get Bme680 readings. All right. Void. Small G on the get. Bme capitals. 680. Capital R on the readings. All right. Let's get Bme capital 680 readings. Brackets on and brackets off. From outside the brackets, space, curly brackets, enter. Tell the Bme680 to begin measurements, okay? So it's unsigned long. Space. End time. Capital T on the time. Space equals Bme, small case, dot, begin, reading. Okay, begin reading. Brackets on, brackets off, come outside the brackets, semicolon, enter. All right, begin reading. Now we got an if, space, brackets on, end time, capital T on the time, equals 0. Right, come outside the brackets, space, curly brackets, enter. Serial dot print line, and then for the line, brackets on, okay, quotes, about to begin reading. All right, about to begin reading, space, colons, and it's brackets on. Weird. Come outside the quotes and it's brackets off. And it's brackets off. And it's a semicolon. Enter. All right. That's really weird. I've never seen that before. But it says here, return. Semicolon. All right. Come outside the curly brackets. Enter. Right. So, temperature equals Bme, all small case, dot temperature, semicolon, enter. Pressure equals Bme dot pressure, space / space 100.0 semicolon, enter. Humidity space equals Bme humidity. All right. semicolon, enter. Gas resistance. Capital R on the resistance. So resistance, space equals, and then it's BME, all small case, dot gas underscore resistance space / 1000 dot 0 semicolon enter. Right, then it's come outside the curly brackets, and then we got string, capital S on the string, processor, brackets on, const, space, up in there, const, space, string, and space, var, variable, outside the bracket, space, curly brackets on, enter. Get Bme680 reading. So it's get capitals Bme680 readings. Capital R on the readings. Brackets on, brackets off, come outside the bracket, semicolon, enter. Now we need to print the variable. All right, let's print the variable. That's if, brackets on, var equals, space, colons, and it's capitals, temperature. All right, I'm outside the quotes, I'm outside the brackets, curly brackets, enter. Return string temperature. String, brackets on, temperature. Temperature. I'm outside the brackets, semicolon. Come outside the curly brackets. All right. Now we've got an else if. Brackets on, var equals, space, quotes, humidity, capitals. I'm outside the quotes, I'm outside the brackets, curly brackets, enter. Return string, brackets on, humidity. Right, come outside the brackets, semicolon. Come outside the curly brackets. Right, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to copy this else if. I'm going to paste it there. Right. And we're going to change humidity right, or pressure. One, pressure. Right, so it's humidity. So we've got the temperature. Right, the first one, our if. We've got an else if for humidity. We've got an else if for pressure. Curly brackets there, close. Control V. Curly brackets there. And now we want gas. All capitals. All right. And in here, we want gas resistant. All right. GAS, capital R. ESIS. EANCE. Gas resistance. All right. Come outside the curly brackets. Come outside the curly brackets. Right. Now, we're going to start our HTML. Right? Okay, so first thing we want to do is const jar index underscore HTML, all small case, square brackets on, square brackets off, space. This is capitals and it's PROGMEM. Right, program memory equals capital R, quotes, raw literal. Right, for you that did the last experiment, you'll know that we did very similar. Brackets on, enter. Right, we'll put a few enters. Right, let me just see where we are. Okay. So, fonts jar, lower it to brackets on. Let me just come back to here. Less than, exclamation mark, doc, type, all capitals, space, HTML, all capitals. Less than, greater than, HTML, all small case, greater than. Enter. All right. Now remember, these are called tags. All right. These are called tags. And our first tag is less than, and it's the head. And it's greater than. Enter. And then we'll tab across. First thing we're going to do, we're going to make our title. So the tag for title is title. Right, less than, greater than. And we're going to call it the Bme680 web server. All right. Now, can you remember how we close off HTML tag? Greater than, yeah? And it's / title. Greater than. Enter. Now, we've done the title, so it's less than. Meta. Name. Equals. Quotes. viewport. Come outside the quote. Quotes. And space content equals quotes width equal to device dash width, comma, space initial, space dash scale equals 1, and it's quotes. Sorry, wrong mouse. And it's greater than. Enter. So we've done the meta name. Less than. And it's link. Space Oriel equal to. And it's quotes. And it's style sheet. Quotes. Quotes. Space href equals quotes. And it's HTTPS. When you get the S after HTTPS, that means secure. All right? Colons, // use dot font awesome, sorry. EWESOM .com / releases / V5 V5.7.2 /CSS /all .css quotes space integrity equals quotes. Bring this up a bit. You can see this. Integrity quotes SHA 384 dash FNM 0 capital C Q B T L capital W I capital W I L J 8 capital L Y I don't know where I'm up. This is a long number, so we're going to get it right. LY capital T J O 7 M capital OUS T J S capital K C 4 P 0 could be a capital O on those when I'm putting the zeros. O, P, capital Q, B, Q, Y, small case, I7. Trying to be really careful here. Capital R, small r. Capital R, small r. H, capital N, 7. UD, I, 9. R, W, H, capital K, small k, capital M, capital H, capital P, sorry, small p, small v, capital L, B, small, capital H, G, capital 9, and capital S, small r. Quotes. What I will do, I will copy that number, okay, and put it in the description below. All right, I'll make sure, and then you can probably copy and paste it. All right. Cross. Origin. Equals. Quotes. Anonymous. Okay. Quotes. And greater than. All right. Wow. So that's the style sheet. Enter. Yeah, as I say, that number I will be copying. All right, the style sheet. All right. So next, it's lesson. Link. REL equals. Then it's quotes. Icon. Quotes. Space href equals. Quotes. Data. Exclamation. Colons. Comma. Quotes. And greater than. Enter. Well, what we'll do the style. All right. Space. And then once we've done the style, we'll stop there and we'll carry on in the next video. So it's less than style. Right. Greater than. Enter. HTML. All small case. Space. Curly brackets. Font dash family. Colons. We've done this before. Remember, it's colons, semicolons. All right. And we're going to use Arial. Semicolons. Space. Display. Quotes. Inline block. Inline dash block. Semicolons, space, text, dash align, quotes, space, center, semicolons. Right, come outside the curly bracket. Right, and enter. P space curly brackets, and that's space font size, font dash size, colons, 1.2 rem. Right, semicolons, come outside the curly brackets, enter. Right, dot top nav. So I've top navigation. All right. Oh, before that, I'll just think something else. Body space brackets on, curly brackets on, margin, quotes, space 0, semicolon, come outside the curly brackets, enter. Come up a bit after the body. It's then top, full stop, I mean top nav. So top navigation, curly brackets on, overflow, quotes, space hidden, semicolons, space. Then we want a background color. Dash color. Quotes. Sorry, colons, space, hashtag 4 B 1 capital D 3 capital F semicolon space. Then we got color, colons, space white, semicolons, space, font dash size, colons, space 1.7 rem, semicolons, from outside the curly brackets, enter. Right. So next it's dot contents, space curly brackets, padding, colons, space 20 pixels, so 2 OPX semicolons. From outside the curly brackets, enter. Dot card, space curly brackets, space background, dash color, and that's colons, space white, semicolons, enter. Box shadow, so it's box dash shadow, quotes, sorry, colons, and just this out. Let me just sort this out. Space 2px, space 2px, space 12px, space 1px, space RGBA, brackets on, 140, comma, 140, comma, 140, comma, 0.5. Okay, come outside the brackets. Semicolon. And come outside the curly brackets. Enter. So we've done the card. Yeah. Next, it's cards. So it's dot, cards, space, curly bracket, max dash width, colons, space 700, bx, semicolon, space, margin, colons, space, 0, space, auto, semicolon, space, display, colons, grid, semicolons, enter. Grid dash gap, colons, space 2, rem, semicolons, space, grid dash template, grid dash template dash columns, colons, space, repeat, brackets on, auto dash fit, comma, space, min max, brackets on, brackets on, 300 px, comma, space 1 r. Right, come outside the brackets, come outside the brackets, semicolon, come outside the curly brackets, enter. So far, so good. So that's cards. Next, we got dots, readings. Sorry, reading, curly brackets on, font size, dash size, quotes, space, 2.8, rem. Okay. Semicolons, come outside the brackets, enter. Okay, then we got card dot temperature, space, curlies on, and then we want the color, colons, space, and its color for this is hashtag 0 E small, 7 D lowercase, 7 B, semicolon, come outside the curly brackets, enter. Card dot humidity, curly brackets, color, colons, hashtag 17 B E B B semicolons, come outside the curly brackets. Where I put brackets? It's curly brackets, guys. Curly brackets on. Quotes. Curly brackets off. Okay. Enter. And it's dot hard pressure. I've just seen that, guys. I've just seen that. Full stop. Full stop. Stop, full stop. Yeah. Okay, so it's full stop. Hard. Dot pressure. Curly brackets. And its color. And space, its hashtag. The color for the pressure will be 3 F CA 6 B semicolons. All right, from outside the curly brackets, enter. And finally it's dot guard dot gas, curly brackets, color, colon, space, hashtag D62246 semicolons. All right, come outside the curly brackets, enter, and let's say /style greater than. And that's our style done. Right, that's our style done. Right, we're about halfway through the code now. We're about halfway through the code. So I think we'll stop there now. That number I will put in the description. All right, I will put that into the description. So yeah, I thought we'd have to split this in two because it is a long sketch. But anyway, thanks for watching. Hope to see you in the next one to finish this off. So give us a thumbs up. Please don't forget to subscribe and comment. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.